Matilda, give Mummy that and go ahead and get that bench. Just next to that man, just run. No, that's fine for where we need to be anyway, to be honest. I know.
Oh no, because the high railings here, that's fine.
Oh, right, yeah.
The railings are higher out.
Yeah, but once it starts, once you see the doors open and that, then you can go down. Or maybe even once she's eaten this.
Well, I'll walk a bit further now and see if there's other benches.
Okay, yeah. And I'll stand here and then I can see you and you can wave me.
Choke all over my top. What was I saying about funny things that I do?
I know. Do you want to take that with you? No, I'm going to sort it.
Okay, so I'm just walking a bit further down to see if I can find a bench a little bit closer. Let's see what I can find. I don't think I'm gonna find a bench further down here, but we shall see. Trying to look out for any clues or any signs that she might be ready to go, but can't see anything at the moment. Oh, the cargo door's still open at the minute. When the cargo door's open, that means that she's still accepting luggage. So until they shut that cargo door, we've got no signs of her taking off yet. That door's always open while they accept luggage. We'll have a walk all the way down there just to see how beautiful she is. Can't see any luggage trucks coming at the minute though, but
Sunday.
putting something on the back over here though. There's lots of people waving to people.
Just go.
I have a feeling this might be luggage trucks here. Yeah, it looks like they're loading some luggage on this side today.
That was the experience that they had. Anyway, good.
Yeah, they're definitely loading something up on this end. So we've probably still got at least another half an hour until she's leaving. Go right to the end though so we can see her right from the back. So I never found a bench. all the way along. Oh gosh, somebody over there has just said 7:30. I hope it's not 7:30. We were told between 6 and 6:30. Just gonna stop here at the end for a minute. So this is the back of her. I feel like I've just power walked down there. I don't know why I power walked it. So you can see there, this is like the main bit where they load different things. I've not seen them loading luggage on there before, so maybe it's other stuff that they're loading. The boat's down there ready, the little transport boat that takes the people to undo the ropes and things later on. They're beeping and waving at people. So excited. I love that they're all just like so cheery Disney cast members. They're always happy and smiley and like, you know, really lovely, and I just love it. Makes me feel so happy. I still can't actually believe that we're going to be going on this a whole week as well. We're doing a back-to-back. Where's Goofy? I don't know, Goofy's not here today. Oh, Goofy's on the back of the ship there. Sorry, I've got completely confused there with that comment. Shall I go a little bit further up this way? I was trying to show Goofy, but I just stopped there a minute, but I'll come a bit further up. Let's go a little bit further. So there's the cruise terminal there. That is Liverpool Cruise Terminal, that building with the blue sign on. You come across the gates and down there, the ramp, and then you will come along all the board at the bottom and through here to board. And you can see Goofy paint in the back. Oh, there's some people up there as well. What a beautiful day. They've got 30 degrees again. They've got absolutely stunning weather. I mean, the people that got on it on Sunday when we last came, they got off today. They have had absolutely amazing weather on it because it was so hot over the weekend. It was like 30 degrees almost every day. So they've literally had the best weather on it. Oh, I can see people at the top of the aqueduct as well. I don't know if they're planning on going down it or if they're just testing it. Oh no, somebody's walked off. They must have not liked it in the end. Sorry, it's really hard for you guys to see because it's so sunny that I've got my sunglasses on. So I'm trying to look at the camera to see what I'm showing you lot. And then I'm also trying to look myself to see what's going on. There is like 2 people stood at the top of it, so you must be able to. Oh yeah, you can. I forgot that you are allowed to go on these things and everything as soon as you get on board. So I don't blame them. In this heat, you'd literally get on, have your costumes on, or get ready and go for it.
And the guy was like,
Because it's so lovely. It's boiling. Beautiful ship. It really is lovely. Sorry, I don't know what's going on there. It's saying unable to connect. Oh, there we go. I've reconnected you back. I think it is a bit daunting, that slide though, to be honest, because the floor just goes from underneath you, doesn't it? So I was a little bit dubious about going on it, and Matilda was, but I did watch like a video of it, like a vlog of somebody actually on it, and it didn't look too bad. It like counted down. I think it was like the character's voice, so it was like 3, 2, 1 go, or 3, 2, 1 dunk, or something like that. So it did sound quite good. I think it made it feel better when like you watch somebody actually doing it, because you could see what it's actually like then. I'm assuming that means you might be able to have like phones or GoPros or things like that on it if it's waterproof. I'll just double check that, but there's definitely seen some videos of it, so I'm assuming that you must be able to. So wish we were getting on today. It definitely feels like the end of term now. Could easily just jump on her right now, get in that pool, on the slides, have my tea in one of the restaurants. Oh, just be amazing. Yeah, I think there definitely is people going down this slide, because I can see as soon as like one person kind of moves, more people come up, so I think there must be like a little bit of a queue for it. I'm just like not in like the exact position where I can actually see them going in the chamber and going down, but they seem to like come forward a little bit, which I think is where they're stepping forward to get in it, and then they just kind of disappear. So I'm assuming they're dropping down the slide. I'm not sure if I can go back a little bit, then I can see if we can see it better. Nah, I don't think I'm still going to be able to see it, but I'm going to try. Oh, it's kind of hidden by the funnel, like the black funnel bit at the top side of it, so I can't see it. But we've got a little bit of better view of Goofy there though, I think. Oh gosh, I apologise, it is so sunny, it's really hard for me to see. So he's hanging off the back, doing his painting. And this is the Disney Magic sailing out of Liverpool Cruise Terminal today. It arrived back this morning and it's sailing out again today. I'm going to take you for a walk back the other way now. Just going to swap my hands because I have a very sore hand at the minute, which means I'm doing it with my left hand, which isn't amazing, but I shall try my best for you all. I hope you're all having a lovely day wherever you are, and I really hope you've got this gorgeous sunshine on you as well, like we have, because it is beautiful. Oh, sorry, I must have like a poor connection, so it's never done this on the other days, but it just keeps saying reconnect sometimes. I apologise if it goes off as reconnect, I will always connect it back on again.
Yeah, I'm going on in September.
Oh, it actually looks like the door down here might be shut now. Let's have a little look. Can't quite see it at the minute, but it's super sunny, so it's really hard for me to see. Yes, okay, there's one good sign. They have shut the door on this side now. That's one good sign. That means no more luggage is coming from this side. I can see them now, they're on the way. So basically, I'm just going to stand in this bus stop so that in a minute Matilda can get a seat in here. So I'm trying to film through the glass at the minute. Just give me 1 minute until Anne gets here. And then we'll be okay.
Jeff,
Here you go, I've got the bus stop for you today.
Yay!
I bet you can sit in here and lean your back against the wall then.
Oh.
You're not in the sun. Right, I'm now coming back out of the bus stop. I apologise. Bus stop issues.
Oh, right.
I'll have to film through the glass, didn't I?
We've moved down there because there's no phone signal down.
Oh, this has gone off 4 times.
Oh, is it?
Saying reconnect.
Oh, gosh.
Reconnecting.
Oh, well, you know it's
Don't know why. It's all right here, yeah. It's when I went further down there. I just thought she likes sitting in there because she can lean her back against
Yeah,
the
that's
seat.
fine. And if we stand there, we can see
So
it.
this was open before. I'll just explain something. This was open a minute ago.
Oh, was it?
When I came down the first time, this was open. This is now shut.
Oh, they've just
But they
took the
seem to be
walkway in
putting...
as well, yeah.
No, they've not. It's there. They seem to be putting luggage in on that side today, though. So next to that walkway bit, there's another one. I think
Oh, yeah,
it's
the walkway is-
going in on that side down there instead at the moment.
They'll fill both ends, won't they? So make sure that they've got both ends of it full so it's properly weighted. So we're not sure how long until she departs, but hopefully not much longer. I think we'll be doing the same as the other night, and the orange boat's over there, so we'll be waiting until we see people get on that, and then we know something will be happening. Just before that, we'll probably see the door open at the side there as well. We are so lucky to have such a good port here, though. I genuinely don't think that there are any other ports it's sailing from that you can get this close to it.
Just so you know, when we go on a cruise from Southampton, lots and lots of buildings. We'll give you links to a video of what it looks like so you can see what it really actually looks like.
Oh, okay.
And please keep commenting on what colour the bottom of the ship is. We are
Bottom
really
of the
stuck.
ship is blue.
Well, please
So
do comment.
Matilda and Laura are adamant
Well,
that the
comment
blue colour
in,
under the
please
light
do
is
it.
black. I keep telling them that it's navy blue. I seem to be the only person in the family that isn't colourblind. Interesting fact for anyone who didn't know, the lifeboats, it was the first ship in the world to have yellow lifeboats, and they're actually the same colour as Mickey's shoes. They're the same colour yellow as Mickey's shoes. Feeling like we're becoming almost experts at this departure process now and the way it goes. I just wish that we could get the timing right, but they don't publish the time anyway. They won't publish an exact time because they don't want people showing up. So we always try and get here for about 6ish, and then we know we're not going to miss her going. When we came the other day, she did a horn twice before she went as well, which was really nice. Another interesting fact is with the funnels, only the rear one is real, the front one is there for symmetry, but it's not actually a real working funnel. That's where the funnel vision is based. This was the first ever Disney cruise ship. I think she's 23 years old now. She's also the smallest. The new one comes out next year, the Disney Wish, which looks absolutely amazing. But I don't quite think our bank balance will stretch that far. Problem with cruises is, for the school holidays, they're generally in America, and the cruises are relatively cheap, but it's getting the flights over there. It's just not affordable for us. You're paying like £1,000 each for flights to add on to a 1-week cruise, and if we wanted to add Disney onto it as well, it just gets crazy money. But we are doing a month in Florida next year, so we've got a week at Universal and then 3 weeks at Disney World booked for next August, so we are really looking forward to that. And then I keep hinting to Laura that I really want to do a cruise for Christmas and New Year 2022. We're in New York this year for Christmas, but I keep hinting that I'd love to do a cruise for Christmas and New Year. We did Disney World for Christmas in 2019. We got back just before the UK went into lockdown, a month or two before, but it just felt like we were in lockdown from the point that we got back because it started to hit. and that was amazing, but really busy. So I'd love to do, I think it's called Christmas on the High Seas. I'd love to do that and be on board for New Year as well. I think that would be amazing. I keep focusing at that door under the lifeboat. It's not randomly, it's just that whenever the characters have come out, they come out of that door. I'm hoping that the characters might come out. They did on the first one, but they didn't on the second one. So let's hope that third one is third time lucky again. And whilst I'm focusing on that, I'm just checking up and down to see what's happening. They're still loading the luggage at the rear of the ship. I think it's got the aft. I'm starting to get there with cruise terminology. I'm not very good at it, but I'm sure I'll learn it at some point. I got shouted at for calling it a boat and not a ship, so we're gradually learning as we go with it. Has anybody watching got a sailing booked in the near future, either on this or one of the future ones? What is interesting actually is there's no music today. The last two times that we've come, they've been pumping out the Disney music, but there's none today at all. It's really strange. I mean, we come and see her every year because she goes from Liverpool every year, but it's generally outside the summer holidays. But we do come and see her every year, and every year there's music, and the last two departures there's been loads of music, but this departure there's nothing. Really is such a gorgeous ship. Can't wait to be on board. We booked an inside cabin, which I'm kind of upset about, but Laura didn't want the outside cabin because she's got a real fear of the open ocean and killer whales. She's got an irrational fear of killer whales, so we booked an inside cabin. But on reflection, it was cheaper. That allowed us to do back-to-back sailings rather than just one sailing, and in reality I don't intend to spend that much time in my cabin. One thing that I have realised is I shan't be drinking very much alcohol on board. You're talking, from what I've seen, £10 a pint, because you have to add your 20% gratuity on and 20% VAT. So these ships are actually charging tax because they're sailing from the UK, so they're charging UK VAT of 20% on top of everything. From what I've seen of the vlogs of people on board, the Spirit jerseys are like $70, so that makes them $84 with tax for a Spirit jersey. And as nice as they are, I'm just not sure that I can justify spending that much on a Spirit jersey. If anybody saw yesterday, we got a package from the Character Warehouse. We did a video of that yesterday. We got some amazing Disney Cruise merchandise on that, and it was like 75% off some of it. So if you've not seen that, it was literally yesterday's video, so I'd advise to go and have a look at that. Some great tips on how you can get that, because obviously we're in the UK and we still managed to get that. Really great service, and yeah, I say everything was perfect. We got the dress shop dresses for Laura, and they're like $140, and we were getting them for $30. So absolutely amazing prices, great service, highly recommend it. So go and check that one out after this if you've not seen it. Still seem to be putting luggage on down there, but I think the vans are empty. I think they're just waiting now to shut the door on that, and then we'll see what happens from there. I'd love to be those people up there. You can guarantee that when we go at the end of August, it will be raining. Not that it matters too much. Hiya. It won't say. I know the last few have been like 7ish, so I'm hoping earlier than that. I know the Isle of Man ferry goes out at 7:15, so they've tried to beat that out.
They're trying to beat that.
I'm hoping so. They did the other day, so I'm hoping they do the same again.
I thought it was 6.
Yeah, that everyone that I speak to on the Facebook group says 6 to half 6, but it seems to keep getting delayed. Yeah, I'd stay comfy for now. So yeah, that's really interesting fact as well, because we are so close to the city centre, and you look there's the Liver buildings, which is a historic building in Liverpool. We are so close to the city centre. They don't publicise the sailing away times because of coronavirus. They don't want groups gathering, which is sensible but a shame at the same time, because it means people are here all day, and us Brits, we're not used to the sun, so I'd imagine there's a fair bit of sunstroke going on amongst people as well. I've just seen another truckload of luggage being loaded on. They were done really early for the sail away on, what day are we on now? Sunday, I think it was. But that was only a 2-night cruise, so I don't think there was many people on board, because when I look on deck now, there's a lot more people than what there was on the 2-day sail away. Interesting to know as well, if anyone's on these cruises and they're doing back-to-back, how would you think it's going to work? We've read a few conflicting things about whether you go to O'Gill's pub to do your check-in for your second one and your testing and things like that. Or anybody who's done one of these already, how was your experience with it? There was just a lady asking, don't know what time it was sailing.
Celia said it's 25 past 6 now, so she's not even going to go at 6.
No.
But we thought when I was down there, so I heard somebody say 7:30.
Better not be 7:30.
And I thought, I hope not. Just to be going.
So I've just been abandoned by the family. They're going to shop at Tesco, of all things to do. It's only 5 minutes down the road to go like there. Matilda's been bit by an insect. It's a tiny bite, but kids, as soon as they get a little bite, it's itchy and they need to get rid of it. So they've gone to do that. Hopefully by the time they get back, the door there will be open and they'll be ready to get the ropes in. We can but hope. Watching this, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but there's somebody in high-vis vest around the orange boat, so I'm hoping that's a good sign. There's a few more people in high-vis vests a bit further down, but I'm not sure if they're there for the luggage or if they're going to walk down to the boat at the moment, but that's what we're waiting for. There's an orange boat down there and that sails out and takes people to the different piers that the ropes are tied to, and then that door opens, they loosen the ropes to get in, and off she goes. A sure telltale sign of when she's ready to go, which you see a bit like when they have a new pope, smoke comes out the funnel. So once you see that, and from the looks of it, I can just see a bit further down the luggage van is now driving away. Hopefully that's the last luggage van. Although on Sunday there was 2 luggage vans and they both came and parked here afterwards, so there may be another one. So here comes one. empty luggage van. That's a happy sight. Just hope that another one follows, or maybe there is only one, maybe the other one's gone back up on shore. Activity that goes on around here, the amount of vehicles that are moving around the ship. I didn't realise how much went into it. I think I was in a little bit of innocent naivety where I just thought the ship sailed. You don't realise the amount of stuff that goes on around it. It is like a mission on its own. The luggage door's still open at the moment, but there's no vans or JCB or anything there loading onto it, so I'm wondering if they're going to close that opening like they did with this one. And as I say that, they are starting to shut it, so yep, there we go. The luggage doors are now both shut, so that means all the luggage is on board. Sorry, I really am the worst commentator on this sort of stuff. But yeah, all luggage is now on board. So next thing that we watch for, there's three things now. We're watching for smoke coming from the funnels. That means that the engine's getting started up. We're watching for a door opening there to become a platform for the crew, and they will guide the ropes up. And we're watching for the orange boat there to start sailing out. That will have the people on who will loosen the ropes. So three things to happen. They all happen generally within a few minutes of each other. It's normally quite a slick operation. Once it starts, it starts. Actually, another thing that happens as well, you hear the tannoy on board go, and it plays when you wish up on the stern like the funnel does, but not as loud. And that is the captain making the on-board announcement, which is generally a few minutes before departure as well. So a few things to happen. So yeah, be interesting. Watching now to see when they start to take the walkway in. You can see somebody stood there. There's actually two people stood there, so maybe they're going to try and do it together. Sorry if anyone's commented, the sun here is absolutely blinding, and Laura has walked off with the other phones and into the shop, so I can't see the comments. I apologise. Soaking in the sunshine. I say from up there you can literally see the whole city of Liverpool. It is that close to the city. It really is such a good port. Reminds me a little bit, and I don't know if it's still like this because we went 15 years ago, but Sydney Harbour, the cruise terminal there was right in front of the harbour bridge almost, so that was a great terminal as well. You could see all the ships on board, so it reminds me a little bit of that without the gorgeous harbour. This is slab of concrete in the Mersey, but the architecture behind me is pretty stunning with the Liver buildings and other historical buildings like that. Liverpool is still at the moment a UNESCO listed site as a city. I know that's under review because they've built so many modern buildings, but technically at the minute it is still a UNESCO site. I'm not sure if there's got to be fireworks tonight. I'm looking to see if they lay anything out. At the minute there's no cannons there, but they laid them out pretty late on the first day. And the fireworks were provided by the Port of Liverpool. It wasn't a Disney thing. I think I'll definitely be buying a phone grip. It's Gives you a really bad hand cramp just holding on to the hand first. Oh, there we go, there's smoke coming from the funnel. That's what the first signs, that means that the engines are starting to get ready to go. And I'm sure someone will correct me down with it, the engines are running all day, but that's the first bit of smoke that we've seen, so that's the first step in the operation to get her underway. While the next things that I expect to see is either the walkway taken in or the door over here open. But yeah, there's the first sign that she's getting ready. Here we go, here comes the music. There's the captain's announcement. So I don't know, but I'm assuming that's the captain saying everybody is now on board and giving the update of timings. I wish they'd say it a bit louder so that we could hear, but... So this music now is being played by the Port of Liverpool. Again, it's not from the cruise ship, this is being played by the Port of Liverpool. There's now 2 people on the orange boat. I think it's generally 8 that they have, but 2's a quarter of the way there. I'll take that as a slight win. It means that we're getting slightly nearer to it. Here comes person number 3 by the looks of it for the orange boat. Crazy because this is the 3rd sailing away that we've watched and none of them have been the same. So Sunday sailing away, they all walked over together and I said it was like a scene from Monsters Inc. The monsters going to the laugh floor. It was like 8 or 9 big burly men in bright orange vests and they were just walking from one end of the ship to this little orange boat. From the looks of it, they're untying one of the ropes off it. At the minute, the hatch door isn't open, but there are now a lot more people suddenly on deck. So I'm guessing that means that they've had some sort of an announcement to say sailing away is closer than what it was. So yeah, they've untied at least one of the ropes off the orange boat. I'm not sure how many there is, but they've definitely untied one of them. Just need the characters to come out now, that would be really nice. Oh, hi Sammy. So jealous, you've definitely got the weather for this. Wish we had this sort of weather. Well, we have got this sort of weather, but I hope we get this sort of weather when we're on board, is what I mean. Hope you have an amazing cruise. Is it 3 nights, this one? Weather's set to be good for the entirety of this cruise, I think, so hope you have an amazing cruise and have the great weather. Sammy, if you can hear, I don't know, have they given on board any time for departure? We're kind of guessing at the minute. So there we go. It now looks like they're disconnecting the power. I'm saying that's power, it might be fuel, it could be water, whatever it is. There was a lot of fluid came out of it, but they've just disconnected that from the dock. 10 minutes-ish, that's exciting. That means it's going to move pretty quickly now then. The walkway's still out at the moment and the ropes are still on, but we know how quick they can go. And half the crew are on the orange boat ready to go and take the ropes off. There's 4 on board, there's normally 8, so looks like they're going to speed things up now to try and get you going. Should definitely beat the Isle of Man ferry out. It was a bit of a race the other day, but hopefully you'll beat it out with plenty of time to go this time. I bet I look great on dockside. I've been left with Laura's phone, which is a bright pink phone. Just waiting for her to come back. She's had to go to Tesco to get some bite cream because Matilda's been bitten by something and it's a national emergency. In reality, she's a little bit itchy, but she is a bit itchy and it's turned into a big emergency. Wondering how many times they'll do the horn today. I'm hoping at least 2. It seems to have been at least 2 on every other sailing, so you can see there they're starting to pump in the hose that they were using again. I'm not sure if that was for fuel or for water or what, but they're starting to pull all that in now and get that off the ship or onto the ship, wherever the hoses come from. And again, apologies if I do miss any comments. I'm trying to watch the screen, but it is so bright behind me. It's just blinding. And Laura's got my other phone, otherwise I'd be able to look on there. It's a bit of a clearer screen on that one. I bet the view from on board is so much better than the view from down here, though. I can't wait to experience that view from being on board. And our view will be over Southampton dock rather than over a great city, but it's still a better view than being on the ground at the dockside. A really small channel, we'll never go get monetised. We do it for fun, and they still send me alerts whenever there's music in there to say you've got someone's music in it, you can't earn money. And I'm like, well, I know we can't, we're not that sort of channel. So I'm just watching watching for the walkway to see what's going on there, because once that goes in, that will then mean that the ship is watertight and we'll be getting ready to go. And the door is now starting to open for them to turn that into a platform and take the ropes in. So when this happened on Sunday, within no more than 10 minutes the ship was gone. So it really is getting close now. There's a lady walking up and down the dockside in port gear as well, so I don't know if she's starting to marshal the crowds because they've built up a bit what they have been on other days. So there we go, the door's fully open and now put the safety railings out. Keep watching in hope that we might get a character come out as well. That's good, you can see what the crew up there, they're actually cleaning the handrail just under the lifeboats. I'd imagine cleaning on the Disney ships is usually stupidly good anyway, but I would imagine it's been taking up a few levels for this. So yeah, the railings are now fully out for the ropes. They're now just waiting on this orange boat to sail out from here. That'll go out, it'll drop people onto, well, not drop them onto the platforms, take them to the platforms, they'll climb up and then they will release the ropes and the ship will be good to go. Hi Andrew, can't see that whereabouts on the ship you are. I can't see. If I look right in front of me, all I can see is sun. But good to have you here and I hope you have an amazing cruise. My eyesight is shocking. When Laura gets back, she might be able to see more. I would say if anyone spots Laura in a bright red top, let me know, but we're in Liverpool. I think the vast majority of people have got red tops on. What's crazy is because I've got Laura's phones and all of the WhatsApps keep coming through and I keep thinking it's for me and thinking that I'm popular and then realising that I don't know these people that are sending WhatsApps. This is definitely the busiest that I've seen dockside with the crowds, but it's, for all the other sailings, the Port of Liverpool haven't publicised that she's here until she's gone, whereas with this one they publicised this morning that she was here. So I think the crowds have come out a bit more. They just wouldn't give a sail away time because they said they didn't want people to gather. There we go, so the last of the people are now getting onto the orange boat. And then there's two guys there walking down. They'll release the ropes from dockside. The rest will get on this boat and they will sail out to the piers over there. They'll release the ropes and then she will be good to go. The walkway's still out at the moment, but I think that takes them like 2 minutes to get it in. And if Laura doesn't hurry up, she will miss this sail away. So that is now everybody on board the orange ship, and anyone on board, you can probably see this as well, the little orange boat at the side of yours is now full of people in bright orange vests, so that will be getting ready to sail away soon. It will sail to the front of the ship and it will release all the ropes.
I literally just finished training then.
Still find it crazy, the attention to detail with Disney, that they put that front funnel on even though it does nothing. It's there just for symmetry. The levels of detail that they go to is just amazing. I said it before, but for anyone who didn't hear, the lifeboats, this was the first ship in the world to have yellow lifeboats, and they are the same colour yellow as Mickey Mouse's shoes. So if anyone's doing quizzes on board, and I'm sure they may be some of the questions, so there you go. Also I heard something about King of Sports being a question on one of the quizzes. That is football, or they may call it soccer on board because it's an American company. Not that I've done this quiz, it's just what I've picked up from other people's vlogs. So the orange boat is now going backwards. I'm guessing it will now start to move forwards. There we go, coming towards us now, sail past us, and then it'll release those ropes. When we were here on Sunday, there was people on jet skis just came flying past us as it was sailing out, so no jet skis in sight today. So anybody on board, these are the people who are going to let you free of the dock and let you sail away. And I was right, I said I thought there was 8 people, and there are 8 people on board. So what they'll do, they'll stop at both those piers, 2 people will get off at each pier, they'll go up, and then the ship will slacken the ropes, they will let the rope off the tie, and then the ship will rail it in on the machine. There's 3 ropes on each pier, so it takes a few minutes for him to do it. Again, they do that differently both times we've been so far. One time they let 1 rope off each pier, waited till it was in, and then another one, whereas on Sunday they just let all the ropes off each pier and then moved to the next pier. So we'll see how they do it this time. Just realised the sun is in front of me. I thought it was behind me. I think it's reflecting off the buildings because I can't see this foam from above the money. I think I need to get an optician's appointment booked. Blind in one eye as it is, I can't lose both eyes. It's one of them debates that you randomly have with yourself or with friends and family. Would you rather be blind or deaf? And I think I've come to the conclusion that I'd rather be deaf because I don't think I could cope with not being able to see stuff. I feel so sorry for people who lose the sight. So there we go. First person now getting ready to go up the ladder, and the ropes have they're in a rush here. They've already slackened the ropes before the person's even got to the top of the pier. So she's got to be pushing back very, very quickly. They've now taken the walkway in. I don't know if you can see through that bridge, but the walkway has gone. There's just the remaining structure of it that'll go in a minute, and then the door will get shut. This is where you'll see now the ropes will start to come in. Both people are up there now, and they will start to release the ropes. I don't know why I find this so interesting, waiting to see if they do all 3 or 1 at a time. It's not that interesting, but I find it really interesting. I wouldn't envy the people on board if the machines ever broke though and they'd have to haul all these ropes in 1 at a time. At the front of the ship there's 9 ropes, and I'd imagine there's something similar at the rear as well. There we go, so yeah, 1 rope is gone. So it looks like they are doing 1 pier at a time, and then they'll move to this one. Really is a gorgeous day. I wish we had this weather all the time. I'm dreading this weekend. We're going to Alton Towers next weekend. It's forecast rain all weekend. And typical of us, we've already paid for a night in the hotel. But there we go, there's all 3 ropes from the first pier gone. And you can see that they're already being pulled in. You can see that they're starting to come out of the water. Now, these 2 will climb down, will jump back onto the boat, and it'll come to this next pier. Laura is absolutely shocking at directions. I really do think she may have got lost. I don't see how you can though. The buildings in Liverpool aren't that tall, so you can see this shit from miles away. So by the looks of it, they've already got 2 of the ropes in and on board. last person is now back on the motorboat. That will now sail into this pier closest to us. Yeah, so all doors on the ship are now closed, so the bottom of the ship is now watertight and ready to go. I'm literally waiting for these ropes to come in, so they're now slackening these ropes that are tied to the dockside, and they will be released. I'm guessing they're doing that while they wait for this boat to sail to the next pier. I'm not sure if there's a method to this, whether they have to take them off in the order that they put them on or something like that, but as I say, every time it's slightly different. And at the same time, you won't be able to see, but they're releasing the ropes at the rear of the ship as well. So this boat is nearly in position. What it seems to do is drive right up to its front on, and then they climb around the cabin or over the cabin and then up the ladders from there. I can just picture the ship will sound the horn, and I'll just hear Matilda and Laura absolutely sprinting down dockside to get her. They'll have left thinking that they had loads of time, and yeah, they haven't had as much time as what they thought. So it's just trying to position itself, and the water must be a bit choppier. It's taking longer than what they normally do to get positioned. But while they're doing that, these ropes from dockside are still being ravelled in. You can see that first one from dockside is now out the water and on its way up. I think this boat went in at slightly the wrong angle, so it's repositioning. Probably like trying to do a 3-point turn in a tiny street, trying to position it in an exact spot in choppy water. I think that person's ran to the top. So the first person's already getting the ropes off before the second person's even up. I think they're definitely under some time pressures on this now. And again, apologies if I've missed anybody's comments. I do keep trying to move the screen to see it, but I can literally see myself in the screen and nothing else. So I hope you can see people on these piers and you can actually see what I think you're seeing. I'll never complain about hot weather or sun, but at times like this it's a pain when you're trying to look at things. I can see perfectly myself, I just can't see the screen of the phone. So there we go, one of the ropes is off the pier. Two ropes off the pier, one rope left to come off the pier. And there we go, that is all ropes off the piers. They're now just waiting to pull them in, and then they will start to loosen these two ropes, which, other than one rope at the rear of the ship, seems to be all that is holding it to the dock now. And then she will be ready to go. So I would expect the horn to sound in the next few minutes. See there, that's all three of those ropes. Geez, they're going at some speed. It's like they've just kicked that machine into 5th gear to try and get them up as quick as they can. No sooner did they hit the water than they were out of the water. Oh, there we go. I can see Laura and Matilda finally on the way back. They're going to make it just in time. There we go. There goes the last two ropes being loosened. The one on the rear hasn't been loosened yet, but shouldn't be far away. So everyone on board, you're now being held to dockside by one rope. There we go, you can see the engineer officer, I'm not sure what the crew member is, but you can see out there on the platform now. There's the last three ropes going. And here come the people who have released you ready to go.
We made it back just in time, I think.
You did. I saw the smoke going up. I was like, oh no, they're going to miss it.
The smoke's gone up, we're going to miss it.
So we got Sammy and Andrew were on board. They were waving, but I couldn't see for the sun. I said, no, you're back. You might be able to see people waving. My eyesight's shocking.
Mine's quite bad though, I did say before. We ended up nipping into the ferry terminal to the toilet.
Oh, right.
I'm on the way, apologies.
Was it nice? The ferry terminal. Not the ferry.
Yeah, was it the Mersey ferry terminal we went in, Matilda, for the toilet? Yeah. Yeah, you have been bitten at school, haven't you? So we nipped to the Tesco to get some bite and sting cream and to get a cold drink because it's so hot. Oh, I'm so happy for you guys that are on there now. It must be so nice. You've got beautiful weather. Wow. Oh, there she goes. Yay, we made it back for that bit. That's the best bit in the world. I'm so glad we made it back for that.
I said I had visions of you walking along dockside and hearing that and then just sprinting.
Legging
back.
it. We would have been as well. We would have been running.
At one point I said, if anyone up there can see Laura, she's in a red top, and I realised that we were in Liverpool and everyone will have red tops up.
I can see a lot of people on the very, very top, like at the...
Yeah.
Well, that's the front of the ship. So the second funnel. There's lots of people near the second funnel at the top waving.
Oh yeah.
We'll give you all the wave up there if you're up there.
She's moving.
Oh gosh, she is.
Anyone on board, you are now moving.
Anybody that's on board, you are currently moving.
Have an amazing cruise. We're
Yeah.
not jealous of the weather or the cruise or anything.
I was going to say, it's so hard because I know we're going on it as well, but you can't not be jealous, can you? It's just like natural. You've got like amazing weather. Absolutely beautiful for you all. So happy for you, but at the same time though, like I'm so glad that you've got really good weather because it's just going to be amazing for you all. I'm waving at anybody that I can see waving. I can see loads of people in the middle near the second funnel waving. I can see somebody right at the front waving in front of me.
To everyone. Yay.
Yeah, oh, you look like you're really, really waving at us now. Possibly. Oh no, now people have stopped. Maybe I'm waving at the wrong person. I could just be waving at like random families as well. I don't even know who I'm waving at. Yeah, we're just gonna like wave. We're like the Queen. We'll do the royal wave to you all because my arm's gonna ache off.
Yeah, two people that. Yeah, like 4 people.
Oh no, those people have gone who I thought were waving at us. Matilda's continually waving.
Minnie is waving.
The lady with mini ears waving. Oh, give her a wave then. Hello, lady with the mini ears.
Dave having mini ears on there if the wind gets up.
Oh, don't say that. I've got mini ears planned for every day. I've got matching ones and everything.
More than one pair of mini ears planned for every day, I think.
Yeah, maybe. It's whether like I can fit them all in my case.
There's no weight limit on these spaces, so you can
I know, but where am I going to put them in the room?
Under the bed.
This is my problem. It's the space, isn't it?
So she seems to have got progressively early on her departure.
Yeah, she has actually. 7:05 today.
She was 7:15 the other day.
I think she probably is about 7 o'clock from here, isn't she? Then I'd say. I'd say if you're planning on coming, I'd say 6:30. I'd say definitely be here for 6:30, just so that you don't miss her.
I don't think she's got many sermons left from it.
No, we're just discussing that, wasn't we?
2 more. I think it might be more than 2 more. There might be another 2 days.
I know, I think it's 3 because she'll come back on Friday and then she's going to come Friday next.
Let's see if we get another horn. I thought we've only had one. It's doing that thing again where it looks like it's moving forwards. I watched the video back. She wasn't. As much as she looked like she wasn't. It's just your perception.
She is because
she's not.
Oh yeah, she's not moving that way, is she? She's technically going back, so you're just seeing more of the ship.
Yeah, but because she's
I
moving
see.
back, it's like you can now see.
It's like you can now see that, but she's not actually moved forward. No, she's just pushed off, hasn't she?
The pine looks getting ready to follow her out.
I was saying I saw people on the aqueduct before.
Yeah.
I tried to get a better view of them, but you couldn't quite get a really good view.
Sun.
Well, I just kept seeing like these people, and then they just disappeared. So I was assuming they were going down it, or they'd quit and gone down the stairs.
Yeah.
And I tried to get like a better view, but I couldn't get a better view. So I'm assuming they were going on it, and I don't blame them at all. It is beautiful. I would be right in that pool. Definitely, if you're on board, get in that pool. Well, then again, I thought the pool shut at 5.
Yeah, it'll be shut for the frozen show. I don't.
Oh, the slides might not be though. Hold on, I really can't see like if people are commenting and stuff because you can't see the sun. Because I've got my sunglasses on as well because it's so sunny. I definitely think she's moving forward now.
There's a second horn.
Oh, we only got 1 horn today. I'm sad. Disney Magic, come on, give us another. You know you want to.
If anyone's on board and you get to speak to the crew,
Tell them we want another horn. We always get 2 toots.
We'll watch her sail away into the sunset. I think we might get another one as she's halfway gone.
You said this last time and we never got one.
She'd done 2 by then. She'd done 1 this time.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think she's probably not going to do it
With
now.
that captain when we get on board.
What, telling him he's not done 2 toots? We might get 2 toots.
I don't care. Once we're on board, we get 1 a day at lunchtime.
Oh, it goes off every day? Oh, does it really? Oh, love that.
Somebody before Joe, the white barrels, they were asking were they mini submarines.
What white barrels?
On the ship, the lifeboats pop out of them like inflatable lifeboats. Someone was asking.
The yellow ones?
No, the white barrels.
Oh, the little tiny things? Were they mini submarines? Or would they be a submarine? Oh my gosh, that's crackers.
You imagine that, the thing's going down.
I know.
Get on a submarine.
You've got to squish your tiny body into this submarine. Well, I've had no hope. Yeah, she definitely has moved now.
Yeah. I don't think that's in question.
No, I suppose not.
I was saying there was 2 luggage vans the other day parked there. There's only 1 today.
Oh, she's so beautiful. Look at that sun beaming over the top of her. She is.
Remember,
It's the oldest and the smallest it is.
Ferry's following her out.
Following her out, yeah. Did that the other day, didn't it? Followed her out. I bet it was roughly the same time the other day then. Can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do. Oh, I turned it off as I started singing.
They heard you singing, that was
Classic. Oh, she really is beautiful with that. Look at that burning sun there. I'm hoping you can see that. Yep, you can. I'm really struggling. It's just so sunny at the minute. But she is just like so graceful, just sailing away.
The Isle of Man ferry looks like a yacht compared to a size one.
Oh, the Isle of Man ferry looks like Concorde. I don't like it. Oh, don't look.
It's like got.
Oh, it's got that weird bit at the front like Concorde does. I've got a fear of Concorde.
Maybe leave it on a minute and show people the ferry just for the size.
Concorde, we went to see it at Manchester Airport, the runway centre.
So Laura's got an irrational fear of Concorde and killer whales.
No, I'm really... Concorde used to be a plane that could fly you to New York in like, I don't know, from here like 4 hours. So it's like half the time of what it normally could be. But basically they stopped it, well, before we were older, wasn't it? Years ago.
Yeah.
Because, well, basically it blew up lots of times.
I wouldn't say lots of times. It got too expensive to maintain, and then there was that crash.
There was a few crashes, it wasn't just
ferry's
one.
on its way now as well. I think we'll wait till the ferry's past us just so you get that.
Have you finished vlogging? Just wanted to say hello. Oh, it's alright. I watched you live on. Oh, did you?
I just wanted to say hello when we spotted you.
Oh, that's so nice. Are you sure?
Yeah, I hate doing our own vlogs going on anyone else's. Are you saying hello to anyone? Are you very excited for your cruise?
You can't wait, can you?
How lucky are you to have a back-to-back cruise?
I know.
Are you on a countdown? Do you know how many days?
No.
No!
I
I saw on your unboxing yesterday with all your new stuff from America, from your warehouse.
And he kept pinching your pork, Teddy, wasn't he? I think he's took a liking to that pork.
Oh no! Ours like to chuck our ears, which is not good at the price of them.
No,
if we
not
leave
good.
them out, we come back and they're chewed to
And they're gone.
pieces.
Oh dear.
How many pairs of ears we're going to get off the ship?
We actually have underneath our wardrobe, we have this drawer. It's full of basically all the clothes and
That sounds more ears than we've got.
Oh, really? We have
Debated
matching
putting
pairs
them up,
now.
but then I was hanging out the dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were too dusty, didn't we?
I feel like I'm not rich anymore.
Right.
Because I've not got any ears.
Oh, bless you.
We're definitely not rich. We said that, don't we?
Just
Should we
do
just
nothing else for the rest of the
And we only buy them from the warehouse when they're like $7.
yeah.
full price for one.
I think we've paid full price for one pair, a Halloween pair, and that was it. Everything else is just like from the warehouse.
Oh no, we got the Minnie Mouse all the Minnie Mouse ones last year. Bought 2 pairs.
Oh, in the attraction one.
Yeah.
In the Disney shop, they've got them all reduced in the sale, in Liverpool. So if you're missing any, maybe have a look.
I know, every morning.
I know. I said to you, I can't wait for the amount of people that collected these. And they've got all the pins, they've got some of the teddies, some of the minis, the actual Minnie Mouses, they've got like a bum bag, like a circusy Dumbo bum bag.
I want the space bit.
The shops in and out.
Is it?
In Liverpool one.
There's actually a letter
At the dock, Albert
Dock.
Oh, you're going back that way anyway, yeah.
And I just got them
You'll
on the
see the
red
big
and
Hilton
I was like,
Hotel. You have for that, you just
Is your Disney store shutting then as well?
It is, yeah, that's why it's all reduced.
they've got 2 left.
Yeah. When does ours go? Next Monday? Yeah, the Trafford Centre goes on Monday, so...
We're going to have to go at the weekend before it goes,
Yeah,
definitely.
I'll put one in Warrington and that one before COVID, so then we have traffic and
I know, right, we went to the shop a few weeks ago, was it? And And I said, when are you closing? The one behind the desk went, what do you mean we're closing? And I was like, oh. I felt like I'd just told you, your job's going
I
to
was exactly the same, yeah.
Somewhere else if you get is everything alright?
Oh,
You're horrible then, don't you? Try and make comments. Check it out, let's go yourself.
Right, well, we best wander back. It was lovely to say hello. Thank you for saying hello back. And we've got to go check back to Manchester now, so. But it was worth it.
It is worth it, isn't it?
I was hoping for another 2 horns tonight.
I know, I've just been saying that. I was like, where's the other horn?
When we get on board, we're going to have work.
Yeah, you need at least 3.
Yeah.
I thought they might have done one as he pushed back on one.
Yeah. They're getting a bit stingy with them.
They are, isn't that? So they've like reduced it, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah. Have you got any big trips planned?
Yeah, New York at Christmas.
Well, we are.
Fantastic.
One big trip planned. Well, we are doing
Right to
There's a video actually about Cheshire.
Is it gone, the thing?
I saw you've been to lots over lockdown.
Oh, it has gone, hasn't it, the Isle of Man one now? You can see this anymore.
Yeah.
And she has gone, so I'm going to end the video there.
Yeah.